Mr. Ajit Singh, Aviation Minister, to join in on the show from New Delhi. Mr. Singh, really appreciate you taking the time out and joining in. Firstly, problems with AirAsia joint venture may concern many theories. Why don't you clear the air for once and for all?
See, basically our policy framework is very clear that we welcome foreign investment by foreign airlines in this Indian carriers. Second thing is that there are regulatory requirements. So any investment has to be within the policy framework and it has to meet the regulatory requirements. Now there were some procedural problems because notification issued said that investment should be in Indian carriers.
Right.
Hello?
Right. Go ahead, Mr. Singh.
Yeah. So in today's meeting, but that notification was also issued by the Commerce Ministry, not by the Aviation Ministry. So if their interpretation is that JV can happen before or after, in practice, really, if you look at it, it's the same thing. They could have gotten the license, then did the JV and go to FIPB. Instead, they formed the JV and went to FIPB. So as far as Aviation Ministry is concerned, there is no change.
But Mr. Singh, was there any error in notifying of FDI and the aviation policy, and will it be changed?
Well, that you'll have to ask them. I wouldn't call it an error. It could be their interpretation or carelessness or whatever. Or not foreseeing, how things will happen.
So, Mr. Singh, will there be a notification to change it? Have you heard from the Commerce Ministry?
Frankly, I haven't gotten a gist of what exactly was discussed, but I would expect that, yeah.
Mr. Singh, but the confusion was in the FDI policy, does it apply to existing companies or this is only applicable for new JVs?
See, that problem was, in fact, all you TV people and all the newspapers said the new policy that airlines allowing them to invest here was for Kingfisher. Didn't you all of you said that? And I said again and again, no, it's an enabling policy which we need their foreign airlines technical expertise, their management expertise, their reach in this aviation sector worldwide. So that's what it is. Now JV is formed before or after is not really the issue. It could be a procedural issue, nothing more than that.
Mr. Singh, so then by how soon should we expect approvals to flow in for AirAsia?
See, it's very difficult for me to say that because I don't know what data they are supposed to give, what application they have to fill out, whether they give all that required information upfront or it will take them time. So I don't really can tell you, how long will it take. It depends whatever the requirements are, how soon, what they do to meet those requirements, regulatory requirements.
Mr. Singh, AirAsia also marks the comeback of Ratan Tata, of the Tatas in the aviation sector. How happy are you to see that?
See, as you yourself said it, Ratan Tata's and his father's name is associated with Air India and that Maharaja brand, which was liked all over the world, admired and liked, and we were the #1 airline. So that nostalgia is there about that name. So, and he tried it even later. I think he is also passionately interested in airline business. He tried with Singapore once. So therefore, it's good. It's good that name is again associated with the aviation sector.
Let me ask you a hypothetical question. Will you be happy to see Ratan Tata as the chairman of AirAsia?
It's not for me to be happy or unhappy or even consider that. That's between that company they are forming.
Now, the AirAsia and Tata JV has got all the necessary clearances. But the flip side, you got the Jet Etihad deal. Are you a bit concerned about the delay?
I won't say I'm concerned. It's a little delayed for reasons that have nothing to do with the aviation sector. So therefore, I'm hopeful.
So what are those reasons? You said that it's got nothing to do with the Aviation Ministry or the aviation sector.
Well, I think I'm not going to clarify on that. If it was aviation sector, I would have clarified.
Now, Mr. Singh, Etihad has raised concerns about the treatment Etisalat received. Eventually, it had to fold up. Is that a concern, and how are you planning to allay all those concerns?
See, when they came and met me, and they met other ministers also, no such concerns were raised. And again, I will say that there are no concerns with aviation sector as such. Rest, you'll have to speak to other guys.
Mr. Singh, how soon then do you expect the Jet Etihad deal to happen?
4 to 6 weeks.
4 to 6 weeks, okay, not bad. Mr. Singh, KFA's flying slots have been cancelled. By when will you allocate them to other, to other airline?
See, for the domestic travel, they are allocated by DGCA. And they have already received some applications, they have already allocated some. For the international sector, ministry assigns them, and we'll ask all the airlines. I have read only in the papers that Jet has applied for some. So let's wait and see which airlines want that, from where to where, then we'll decide that.
Mr. Singh, Vijay Mallya said that at North Block that KFA and Aviation Minister are discussing revival plans. Is it true, or is he daydreaming?
Well, daydreaming doesn't apply to this case, I think.
Right, so have any concrete plans come from KFA for revival of operations then?
We have not seen or heard about any credible plan for revival.
Mr. Singh, the notified policy says that no foreign carrier can buy a stake in Air India, and government is looking at pumping about 30,000 crore. Is the reading correct?
Please tell me, Air India, can any other airline or financial institution give a better deal than what Indian government has given them? Why would they even want it?
So, Mr. Singh, do you believe that FDI and aviation policy is very stringent, getting more top management vetted by Home Ministry, board constitution, etc.?
See, those are not part of FDI norms. They were there before. And any foreigner coming into this thing, any director, and I think the Home Ministry has to check that anyway. But those norms, 2/3 to be Indians and effective control, they were before FDI was considered.
Mr. Singh, fares have gone down recently without the intervention of the regulator or the ministry. Your reaction to that?
No, we do not regulate airfares. It has happened because this is the lean season, and in spite of Kingfisher going out of business, their load factor was 70 to 75%. So that was a business decision only.
Mr. Singh, don't you believe there are times when fares have to be looked into by the government as well?
We are very much concerned about many things, the way fares are decided, the way ranges are decided, the way the bucket system works. And as far as predatory pricing or anti-competitive pricing is concerned, there is a Competition Commission of India which can look at it and which has looked at it earlier.
Mr. Singh, first, FDI has checked in. Second, will soon take off. Which are the other foreign airlines that are interested to check into Indian skies?
I guess after these two FDIs, probably every airline would wait for some increase in the passenger traffic, some improvement in the economic conditions world over, so that this sector can keep growing.
Right, so you wouldn't want to name any airlines that have approached you, would you?
See, nobody approaches me. They approach the airlines where they want to invest. I know some airlines have talked to some other airlines, but I don't think they are at that. At this point in time, I don't think I can say that anything is likely to happen soon.